Sarah, are you out there? There you are. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Was my instructions really difficult to follow yesterday?
No. Why? Were there a lot of questions?
Well, a lot of people just, they didn't, I don't know what they were doing.
It was just like the three electronics in our house, and then the three spa equipment and how to use them.
Right.
Right.
And so on this, yes, that's what it was. 3 of them, and you were supposed to tell you how it made your life better and what would happen if you didn't have it, how it would make your life. Right?
Yeah.
And then the other one was, you were supposed to pick 3 spa equipments and electrical ones, and then tell me the skin type, you know, what do you use it for? And the directions, like, okay, this is how you turn it on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I must have said, I don't know, half the people didn't get it. I have to let someone in, but I'm just concerned about that.
I mean, I understood it. I thought I did.
Yeah. Yeah, you did. You did. That's what I'm saying. I was just wondering why it was so difficult.
No.
Because I had to get on there like 3 times, and then this morning the same thing. You know what I mean? So I'm going to have to drop that right now. I just wanted to see if it was harder or if I did something that, you know,
no, I understood it.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I just want to make sure. Someone had asked me to go through the test questions today, which I will. You know, the ones for the brain conditioner. So if you want to pull up your answers from that, you can check them. You know what I mean? Against what we're going to be going. Okay. So, because they did want me to go through that. I'm like, I don't have a problem with that.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
See your faces, everyone.
Yeah, 1 second.
Hi, I can't see faces, so I can't say hello. Good morning, Destiny.
Good morning.
You saw when I see your face, I can say good morning. There you are, Jasmine. Good morning, Jasmine.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning there. I was just trying to figure out where you were.
My daughter, she asked me something, and I was waiting. But when my daughter, she asked me something, I go to answer chicken and come back.
Okay. Where are you at, Jasmine? Are you in your car?
Yeah, but it's like it's a long drive, so I'm gonna take notes back here.
Where are you going?
Sacramento.
Where?
Sacramento.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that is a long drive.
Yeah, a family friend is getting her citizenship, so.
Oh, congratulations on your friend. I'm going to check my internet really quick, guys, because it's telling me unstable right now. And I want to make sure that it's not. Okay, hold on. No, I'm good. No. Okay. Good morning, Avery. I need to see your face. There you are. Good morning. I'm waiting for Raquel. I'm going to ask you girls, those of you that did your answers for the brain conditioners yesterday, you know, the ones I had actually sent to you, okay, and you had to do the answers for those questions. Pull them up if you need to, because I've already given credit. If you didn't do it, I had to take the credit off. But if you did do them and you want to check your answers, please pull up your brain conditioner questions that you did yesterday, okay? And we'll go over them in theory today, just to make sure everybody understands, okay, what those questions meant and how to, I guess, understand the material. So let me take roll call first, okay? Get everyone in here. Okay. You're silly yet. There we go. Where's everyone? There it is. Okay, I'm like, where is everyone? Okay. Don't have Alex yet. And all right. Oh, there's Araceli. Okay. And okay, just making sure I got everyone here.
I'm here.
Okay, good morning, Araceli. You know what? If you know your test questions that we did online yesterday for homework, go ahead and pull those up so that you can actually, I'll go through those questions.
Okay.
Okay, and answer any questions regarding those that were like a little difficult to understand.
Okay.
Okay. Those of you that have just didn't finish it, I can't give you credit if you didn't turn it in. Okay. So like when you turn in only half your work, I can't give you 4 hours of work. I can give you the 2 hours you were in theory. Then I have to split the homework up and give you credit for that because it wasn't turned in. Do you see what I'm saying? Because if you don't do the work for the time, I can't give you the time for it because I have to show you did the work. Does that make sense to you guys? Okay, so if you only do half the work, then you get half the credit. Okay, you do get the full 2 hours in my class when we do the theory. Okay, but when I go to the 4 hours, if all the homework isn't done on that day, okay, you don't get the 4 hours for it. All right, so it has to be turned in on that day. You can't save it for another day and turn it in later. Okay, not for the credit that you're going to get. I can't go back to the day before and say, okay, I'm going to give you credit for that time and this because you worked on it today, but it was due yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I just want you to know that the work has to be done. If you have questions regarding it, then just send me a text. Okay, the only time I really can't answer you at that moment is between 12:30 and 2:30. So like before 12:30 or after 2:30, I can answer any of those questions. But because I have another Zoom class in between that time. So if you send it, you'll have to wait until, you know what I mean, until I can get back to you really quick. But I want to make sure everybody understands.
I just had a question. Since I've missed a lot of stuff, like since I came in later, should I be making that up?
No, don't worry about it. I just wanted you to do some of the work in there because it was the end of the chapter, first of all, okay? So I'm not going to have you responsible. I just want you to take the test, we take it and see how you did, okay? But the homework, in order to get the hours, just doing the homework is not a problem, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so you can do that part, whatever it's asking you to do. All right, so I can give you the extra 4 hours. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I usually let the person go, when you first start, if you start in the middle of a chapter, I don't grade that and put that on your hard card, okay? Where your test scores are. You'll just take that one at the end when you actually get a full chapter, okay? So the next one you're going to be responsible for the full chapter when you're getting your grades up, okay? But if you just do the assignment for the day, okay, you'll get the complete 4 hours for it, okay? And yesterday, I get that you can't get those test questions because that's not, you know, you'd have to sit there and go through every page trying to find the answers for that because you haven't gone through the chapter at all. However, the other 2 assignments were perfectly fine for you to do, okay?
Yeah.
One of them asked, okay, one asked, choose 3 electrical items you use every day, okay? And tell me why it's important you use it, okay? And what would happen, how would it make you feel if you couldn't use that piece of equipment, okay? The second one was asking you to pick 3 spa electrical equipment. Tell me what it's used for, okay? And tell me the directions on how to use it, okay? So think of like a rubrics where it tells you, okay, step 1, you're gonna wash your hands. Step 2, you're gonna set it up. Now I'm gonna turn my machine on. And then whatever you're doing, you're gonna have to basically tell me how to use that machine. Think of me as someone has never heard of the machine before and wants to use it at home. So you'd have to give me some directions, right? You couldn't just say, turn it on and use it. Okay, so the direction part, it should be either in your book if you're using something from your book, or even if you looked online, they should have had instructions on how to use it. Okay, all you had to do is put in instruction use of whatever equipment you're using. Did that make sense? Okay, so that was what the second part of it was. So if anyone had trouble with that, I really just needed somebody to send a quick note back saying, I didn't understand it. That's why I kind of put it out there twice, same way to give the instructions. Maybe I wasn't clear enough. So I just wanted to let you know, if you don't understand what I'm saying, okay, then send me a text. And like I said, I will get back to you at those times before 12:30, okay, because we end here at 12, okay, or after 2:30 when I finish the second class. And I'm here until 4:30. And sometimes I'll pick up my phone and check it, you know, at home. And I know a couple of times I picked it up at 7 o'clock at night and I discuss certain things. So I do check it periodically at home. Okay, so just an FYI, if you're still kind of stuck, send me a message, okay? Does everyone have their brain conditioner questions there in front of them so that they can go through it? Okay, if you haven't done it, you can actually go through it on the computer for that page, I guess. Does it have the brain conditioners in there for you? Or you can actually pull up the ones I gave you that I sent to you, okay? Is everybody ready to start on this? Okay. So the first question was, which of the following is the movement of electricity along a path called a conductor? And it's known as an electric current. Did everyone get that one? Okay. The second
I just put
one,
the letters. What was the letter?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, D. It was dog.
Oh, okay,
I say dog for D. Okay, so you don't get confused with B.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Which of the following is the technical term for any appliance that requires electricity in order to work? The letter was A, and it means a load. Okay, anything that's electrically powered is known as a load. 3, which of the following is a material that allows electricity to flow through it easily? That would be a conductor, C. Okay, all right. Number 4, and if any of you need me to explain any of that, go ahead and, like, say, Ms. Janie, explain that question because I didn't get it, okay? I got one more coming in. Okay. All right, so number 4, a material around a conductor that does not allow the current to pass through it is called an insulator, okay? 5, which of the following indicates the number of electrons flowing through a particular line? B, an amp rating, okay? That's what it was called. 6, what is referred to as a unit of electric pressure? A volt. Okay. Adriana? Or Adriana?
Yes.
Yes, can you put your camera on, please?
Oh, it's not on?
No, hon.
Okay.
Okay. And we're just going over yesterday's homework, those brain conditioners that I sent through the text message, okay?
Okay. Yeah, I text back and I asked when was the assignment due. I haven't had a chance to get the book, so I'm coming in today.
Okay, good. All right, so you'll just have to listen to our class today because there's really not much to take as far as notes.
When is that assignment due?
It's due the same day I assign it because that's in order to give you the 4 hours that you get for the rest of the day. So when I assign them on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, they're due on Tuesday and Wednesday when I assign them, okay?
Okay.
Because it's basically what you're getting is hours because you're not at school, you're getting the same type of clock hours, but you have to do the work. Does that make sense? Right.
Okay. Yeah, it does. I just never got a response, but okay. I'm listening. Thank you.
Okay, 7, excuse me. Which of the following is the resistance to motion of the electrons through a conductor? And it's known as dog, okay, Ohm's rating, okay? All right. 8, since a watt is a small unit of energy, power companies describe the watt usage in dog kilowatts. Sorry, I have to say dog for D, okay? All right, 9. Which of the following indicates that the appliance has been certified to operate safely under the conditions specified in the instructions? C, Underwriter's Laboratory. Okay. 10, which of the following is a rapid oscillating current that alternates back and forth, allowing electrons to flow first in one direction and then in the other? It's dog alternating current. Okay. 11, which of the following items is able to change alternating current to direct current? B, a rectifier. Okay. 12. Which of the following changes direct current to alternating current? And it's known as C, a converter. Okay. 13. An electrical path that is broken is called C, an open circuit. 14. A path on which the electricity leaves the source and operates an appliance is called B, a closed path. 15. What can occur anytime a foreign conductor comes in contact with a wire carrying the current to a load? Dog, and it's a short circuit. Okay. All right, 16. What is the technical term for any appliance that requires electricity in order to work? Again, it's A, a load. All right, 17. All of the following are true, all of the following are true except, this was going to be dog, use water to extinguish a fire caused by an overload. You know, we don't use water for electrical fires, okay? Okay, 18. Which type of shock passes through the nervous system? Dog, and it's general shock. All right, 19. The application of special currents that have certain effects on the skin is called B, electrotherapy. Okay, 20. Which of the following is a constant direct current of low voltage and high amperage that produces an electrochemical effect? This is known as C, galvanic current. 21, the process of forcing a water-based solution into the skin by applying a current to the chemical solution is known as apheresis. 22, which of the following is true about cataphoresis? C, it tightens and firms the tissue. 23, the process of breaking down blockages in the skin with an alkaline solution to open the pores and soften the blockages is referred to as dog disincrustation. 24, the process of forcing a water-soluble acidic product into the skin to nourish deep layers of the epidermis is known as B, iontophoresis. 25, a negatively charged ion is referred to as dog, a cathode. 26, a positive electrode is called B, anode. 27, high frequency current is also referred to as a Tesla current. Okay. 28, a gas generated close to the skin surface that has a germicidal healing and drying effect is known as B, ozone gas. Okay. 29, high frequency treatment should not be performed more than once every, and it's B, 2 months, okay? We discussed how long that meant because you wanna make sure you're not spending a full 5 minutes, then you would only be able to do it once every 2 months. Okay, does everyone understand that? At the rate we're using it, when we're just applying it to the skin for not even a minute, we're okay, okay? To be able to use it more than once or every 2 months, all right? Does that make sense to you? Because it might have confused a lot of people, yeah.
Miss
Okay.
Ginny, sorry, what number was that?
29.
I have a different, mine says Tesla current treatment is sometimes known as.
Yeah, my book also has that same question as hers. So okay, ours, like the study guide, I guess, is different from what you have, Miss Janie. Just that one question though. Okay,
but I sent the paper to you guys on this zip whip. Did someone not get it? That's the one I guess I wanted you to use because not everybody had the same thing.
The one that I have on the text, the one that I have on the text says something different as well. It's
what does it say?
It's sometimes also known as.
Okay, hold on one second.
I remember you just answered that question.
I'm gonna grab my book, the blank book here. Hold on.
You probably just got the number wrong.
Yeah, you're right. It is Tesla on this one. Have all the other questions been correct so far? Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Then yes, that was going to be violet ray B. okay, for that answer. Okay, did you guys get that one? So you didn't have my other one.
Yes, thank you.
All right, okay, no problem. 30 is the same. It's which of the following are benefits of direct high frequency current? And it's B, improves blood circulation. Mark this one because I've never known that. Okay. 31, which high frequency method creates an even more powerful ozone effect by slowly lifting the electrode away from the skin? This is known as A, sparking. Okay. 32, which of the following is an alternating current interrupted to produce a mechanical non-chemical reaction? B, sporadic. I'm sorry, you guys, I gave that wrong question, okay? I don't know any other way of saying it, just I'm sorry. All right, 13, during which type, or excuse me, 33, during which type of treatment does the esthetician place both electrodes on the client's skin, making certain they never touch? And this is known as dog direct sporadic method. Hold on one second.
See, Miss Jenny, right?
What was that, Matt?
See.
For
Yeah,
33. 33.
See, right?
No, it says direct sporadic method.
How?
I will look that look up that question in the book. Just give me a second. Let me get through the rest of them, okay?
Okay.
Just to make sure, all right? Okay, 34, which of the following treatments produce beneficial effects on the body through treatments using light rays or waves? It's known as A, light therapy. Okay, 35, the transfer of heat through an empty airspace is called A, radiation. Sure my questions are the same. Okay, 36, which two kinds of light in the skincare center produce a balance of light when used together? This is known as dog, and it's fluorescent and incandescent light.
No, it's B. I don't know.
No, hon. B, it's not invisible or fluorescent. It's dog, fluorescent and incandescent. That's the type of lights that we use. Invisible is like ultraviolet lights. You wouldn't want those in your skincare center. Okay. All right. 37. Any infrared light produces A, heat. Okay. 38. If an individual feels depressed when there are fewer hours of daylight, he or she may be experiencing dog and its seasonal affective disorder. 39, during a UV light therapy treatment, a client should wear sunglasses, during a UV light therapy treatment, it should be dog. Both client and esthetician need to wear protective eyewear. So that was on dog for D. 40, the transfer of heat via direct contact is known as B, conduction. 41, which type of equipment utilizes rotating brushes and massagers? And it's known as dog mechanical equipment. 42, during a high frequency treatment, which machine would the esthetician use on a client's neck? And it's known as dog, the horseshoe electrode. Okay. 43, what are created when electric current travels through a water-based solution, a liquid conductor, and onto the body? It's known as dog, electrochemical effects. Okay. 44, when using a woods lamp, what type of skin condition exists when the skin is seen as a light violet in color? It's known as B, dehydrated skin. Okay. 45, what type of skin cells are sloughed off during superficial exfoliation? And it's C, dead skin cells. Okay, 46, which machine acts like a miniature vacuum cleaner and helps in deep pore cleansing, drawing out dirt, impurities, and sebum? This is known as B, the suction machine. 47, when using light and magnification, you need to, dog, ensure you and your client look away from the light source. And then 48, which machine serves as an atomizer to refresh the skin? It's known as C, the electric pulverizer. Okay. 49, which type of skin is effectively treated by using heated paraffin? And this is known as A, dry skin. Okay. And 50, what plays a key role in the successful operation of every skincare center? And it's B, safe and effective use of electricity. Okay, so going back to that one that you're talking about. Okay, I'm gonna find this particular part in my book and tell you where it's at, okay? Really quick. Okay, so go back into your study guide where it says direct sporadic treatment. Let me see, I'm gonna find my page here and I'll read it for you. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, on page 181 in your study guide, okay? You ready? It says the esthetician places both electrodes on the client's skin. The electrodes should never touch one another. The current is turned on and slowly increased after the electrodes are in place. The current travels through motor nerves between two electrodes, causing muscle stimulation. Electric current is gradually decreased and turned off before removing the electrode. So it says, during which type of treatment does the esthetician place both electrodes on the client's skin, making certain they do never touch? So it's direct sporadic method. Okay, because that's what we filled in our workbook. Does that make sense to you, Yusra?
Yeah.
Did you find that?
Yeah, I find it.
Okay, because it's on page 181 at the very bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 33 is going to be dog for direct sporadic method. Okay. All right, any other questions that you guys might have had on that brain conditioner, what they call like a mini quiz? Araceli, did I explain anything that you needed? I don't know which question you were referring to.
I got him already, Ms. Jean.
You did? Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you need me to explain it or anything?
The only thing I didn't get question 48, 49, and 50. I didn't get a picture of it.
Oh, of the actual questions?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll take that into consideration there. All right. I'm like trying to make sure the next time, like today when I send out something, I'm going to tell you how many pages and everyone check to make sure they get everything, okay? All right, I just want to make sure you guys get everything that I'm sending out, okay? All right. So we have our study guide to finish, right? And we are on, excuse me, hold on 1 second. I'm going to actually share the screen with you to show you where we're at. It should be on the spray machine. Okay, and I'll get to the page here in just a second. It should be 190 of your study guide. So let me know when you have that spray machine on your screen at home. Everyone got that? Can they see spray machine? Okay. All right, so your definition of the spray machine is atomizer automated spraying machine, okay? It helps achieve a more thorough cleansing or toning after extraction or suction. It sprays the surface of the skin with a water-based solution for either oily or dry skin. And it provides stimulation to nerve endings or cellular metabolism and a light massage. Typically that spray machine is used for, okay, we're gonna put in the reasons in that little box, all right? So you're going to use 1 2, 3, and 4 as your definition. Okay. And then it will go through your boxes here as soon as you complete what's on the screen. Okay, it actually has that little bubble on the side of your notes. It says face curvette, which is basically a bowl that you apply right underneath the neck, because when the spray machine is working, it kind of mists off their face, even though you're just getting it onto the face. So that picks up any water or solution that's left over that might be dripping down your neck. So right, when you have this on your book, what's on the screen, give me a thumbs up. There you go. Actually, you can put your toner inside the spray machine, but I still like my toner out of the pump the way it used anyways, but some people like to have the spray machine. So on our unit that we have, the 17-in-1, it actually has, you know, 2 units on each one of those machines, right? So it has the suction on one side, flip the switch, and then you get the spray machine, okay? Just an FYI. And what I meant by the 17-in-1 is that it means there are 17 pieces of equipment on one machine, okay? I call her the beast because she's just huge, okay? And she does a lot of little tricks to it, all right? My only concern, if you choose to buy either a 5-in-1, 6-in-1, 8-in-1, 12-in-1, whatever it is, that you are able to take apart each piece in case something goes wrong. Like, let's say your galvanic isn't working. If it's not a pullout, okay, then you're going to be missing your whole 8-in-1 or 5-in-1 machine, okay? So you want to have those different machines separate, even though it's on a unit of one, okay? If they're all connected and you can't separate them, then you're going to be in a little bit of trouble because you won't have a steamer, a mag light, you won't have anything really to do a facial with, because everything has to be shipped in to have it repaired. So just think of that when you're out there buying, you know, equipment. Not only that, if you think about it, all the portable units for everything that I have on there can fit underneath in a cabinet, literally, except for your steamer and maybe your towel warmer. Okay. Does everyone still need the screen? Okay, no one needs it? All right, I'm gonna flip the page there. Let's see something here. It actually will give me this. Okay. So typically that spray machine is used for, and those 4 are going to go into your 4 boxes, okay? It's used after the second cleansing, after suction or extraction, to assist in clay or mud mask removal because it gets kind of hard when it sets, and then after the mask is removed. So those are your 4 blocks to fill in. And like I said before, sometimes when I do use a clay or mud mask and it's one of those that kind of dries quickly, I've taken a little towel and put it around a client's neck, and I might spray them with my toner or something, a solution that's able to loosen up that mask so I don't have to pull with a steam towel on her face, especially if she's more mature, because I have very oily skin even though I'm mature. Most people are usually dry at this time. I'm not, I'm still oily. And when you filled it in, give me a thumbs up so I can turn the page. Okay, got you, Raquel. Oops. Got you, Avery, Jasmine, Sarah, Yusra, and good. All right. So I'm going to turn the page here. And we're going to go into the electric pulverizer. By the way, we do have this machine in the back. It's separate from the 17-in-1. All right. Its description, okay, is it's a unique atomizer that allows for the application of herbs, extracts, or astringents to be carried to the skin in a very fine mist. Okay, it can be used at any time to refresh the skin. It's suitable for all skin types, and it consists of a large metal container or boiler with 2 removable glass beakers. These are attached to each side. It makes a hissing noise when it's sprayed and is ready to be used. Okay, the plastic tube actually draws the solution in. So everything that you see on the screen is going to go in its description. But what I wanted to remind you on this, do you see where the handle is? And it's holding it right here. When you're using it, you have to put your hand underneath the machine as well as on the side where the handle is. Okay, because it being metal, it just gets hotter and hotter. So you don't want to burn yourself. But what's nice about this is it sends out a cool mist and not a hot mist or even a warm mist. It's cool all the way around. So it does refresh the skin. So this would be excellent for somebody that has like sensitive skin, rosacea, that can't handle anything that's warm. You know, super sensitive skin can't tolerate a lot of heat. So this is an excellent choice to be used instead. Now it's not to be used as softening the pores. It's again used at the end of the treatment usually. All right, so once you get all of these little bullets in your explanation, then I will go through the rest of the page for you. Okay, it is sprayed at the same distance that a steamer would be kept at, like 14 to 16 inches away from the face, but you just don't spray any longer than 1 minute. Okay, and it does, I think, it sounds like a cappuccino machine when it's ready. It's like this little hissing noise. So there's a couple of ways you have to actually clean it so that you can use it, because sometimes the tubes get clogged. So right above the 2 glass beakers, there's a round silver thing, and above that, there's like a little dip in it, okay? That's actually where the mist comes out of. And if you go to the top of this, that illustration, there's a round, like plastic at the top. Okay, there's another piece that actually, you can clean that area out too, or if it starts to get clogged. I'm sorry. All right. Hi, Alex.
Good morning.
And we're on page 190. Okay.
Okay,
finishing
thank you.
up this particular machine, the electric pulverizer. So it actually like sucks up the solution in one side, and then as it sprays, there's an overflow. And so that's what the second beaker is basically for. It's to catch that overflow. Okay. When you have this on the screen, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I got that from Sarah. Okay. Jasmine, I got hers. Okay. Avery, I got yours. Raquel, I got yours. Okay. Anybody still need it up on the screen? Okay. Oh, good. Okay. So I'm going to turn the page. Sorry, Alex, we'll come back. All right. The electric pulverizer spray. Okay. It consists of a large metal container or boiler, like I had said, with 2 removable glass beakers attached to the side. It makes a hissing noise when it's sprayed and ready. The plastic tube draws the solution in. Now, you don't even have to put any of that in your description, okay? But you do have to go down to where it has the cautions. And so you have actually 3 little boxes. The first one is do not touch the metal container when you're operating the machine. That goes in your study guide, okay? You want to check the water level periodically, okay? Right next to the handle on this side of it, like towards me, okay, there's a glass, like, I guess, indicator that will show you how much water is being used. Kind of like when you put water in an iron, when you're ironing your clothes, that little level right there will tell you how much water is actually inside of that machine. Okay, and then the third one is to remove the plastic tube from the large beaker every few minutes. It's just a let it have a little break and put it back in there. Okay, and the larger one is where it's going to be pulling the solution from. Now it's the very bottom where it says beaker 1, you're going to write in there holds. It holds ingredients to be pulverized. Okay, beaker 2 catches the dripping liquids. Okay, so it holds and catches. So those little tubes that go down inside the beakers, one's longer and the other one's shorter, just to let you know what it's doing. Okay, when you have this put in, give me a thumbs up, and then I can move on. Anyone still need it? Okay. Gotcha, Sarah. Okay, got you, Jasmine. Going around the room here. Okay, you finished, Avery? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I just need to stretch.
That's okay. All right, how about you, Alex? Did you get this part of it? Yeah, okay.
I'm printing out the page right now.
All right. All right, I'm gonna turn the page though on this one. Okay. We're gonna come down to exfoliation equipment. Okay, on page 191 in your study guide. Okay. So the exfoliation equipment enhances the level and degree of exfoliation delivered to the skin. Okay, each machine delivers different depths of mechanical exfoliation. Some use a rotating brush machine and some of them use the microdermabrasion machine. So what I want you to put in where it has this little bullets where it says exfoliation equipment, the first one you're going to put in there, it enhances the level and degree of exfoliation. Okay. It enhances the level and degree of exfoliation delivered to the skin. Okay, where the second bullet in there, it allows the mechanical exfoliation to be delivered at different depths, which is right underneath that. That needs to go into the second one. Okay, and the third bullet on that, it features a handheld attachment. Basically, they're talking about the brushes. Okay, so it features handheld attachments of different sizes. Okay. Anybody need me to repeat that third one there?
Can you say the second one again?
Okay, all right. It allows a mechanical exfoliation to be delivered at different depths. It allows mechanical exfoliation to be delivered at different depths. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
And the third one, just make sure everyone has gotten that one. It features handheld attachment. It's just talking about the different brushes and their sizes. Okay, that's what they're referring to on this one. I'm going to change the page here so we can finish the rest of the explanation. Okay, there's that features handheld attachment with a small brush. Okay, your fourth one is going to be circular motion allows for superficial exfoliation and deep thorough cleansing. So you have up here your features handheld attachment is going to be put in there. It's used to slough off dead skin. Okay, it's suitable for face and body, pretty much. And then the very last one on those bullets, okay, I want to make sure you put those last two bullets together if you need to. Okay, use a soft brush, slow speed for dry, sensitive skin, and use a coarse brush with a faster speed for thicker, oilier skin. Okay, that all goes into that last bullet. That coarse brush, it can also be used on like men, okay, because their skin's a little bit tougher than ours. The hardest thing to do is to get someone to not rotate the brush when you're using the rotating brush, because they want to do the circling for you. And it's like, just hold the handle and it'll do all of the movement for you, because that's what it's intended to do. But we still seem to think we have to turn it as it's moving. It's kind of funny. Okay, there are going to be some contraindications with this type of machine. Okay, that rotating brush. This is the one, if you were in the class when we went through this, there was an attachment still stuck to my unit, remember? I think, Jasmine, you had to pull it off, right? We were using that part of, the, it's not really a bristle, it's like a harder sponge used on elbows and could be used on the heel of the foot. It's really a kind of a harder piece of equipment. It wasn't a brush, but we got it off. Okay. Let me know when you need, if you still need this up here. If you finished it, start off with your thumbs up. Gotcha, Sarah and Alex. And okay, Raquel, you got yours too? Okay. All right, good, you sir. Okay, so I'm going to turn the page here and we're going to go through the contraindications. Okay. All right, so this is reasons for not using it. Okay, first one is acne. Okay, the second one would be sunburn. Third one would be rosacea. Okay, you have skin irritation. Okay, open cuts, abrasions and sores, and any type of chemical exfoliation. So that one where it says skin irritation, you can actually, and then it also has extremely sensitive skin. Excuse me, I forgot that one. So all of them are in the blocks that you have on your page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's 7 contraindications. So basically what we're all talking about here is different types of machines to do exfoliation, okay? We use chemicals here, right? We have our daily microfoliant. We also have chemical peels, okay? But this is actually using a machine to do that same type of work. So obviously it's not going to give you the same effect as a peel, but it's going to get a lot better results than if you were just using your hands. So once you have that in there, give me a thumbs up. Okay. It's kind of funny when I talk about all these exfoliation ways. People sometimes don't even realize they're doing a mechanical exfoliation to themselves, especially if they just take a washcloth to their face. Okay, that is one way of mechanically removing the dead skin. Okay, I see you, Sarah and Alex.
Excuse me, I have a question. This is Andrew.
Hi.
Hi. So I heard you say about washing the face with the washcloth. Do you think that is beneficial when you wash your face to use soap or just water, or it depends on what type of soap?
Okay, I wouldn't say soap, but I'd say a cleanser. Okay, we want to use a cleanser that is pH balanced. Basically, we want it at 4.5 to 5.5, which means the pH is balanced to your skin. Okay, it's known as acid balance, basically, because sometimes it'll say pH balance, and you don't know what it's pH balanced to. Do you see what I'm saying? So we want to make sure it's an acid balanced cleanser. All right, so it doesn't strip the natural oils from the skin, but it does clean it. Okay. So it could be what your preference is. Okay. Like I say, some people like a milky creamy cleanser. Some people like a gel because they like the bubbles because they don't feel clean. So it depends on your skin type and what you like to use. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So I would say, you know, if you've got nothing else to do your exfoliation, you know that rubbing with the washcloth is going to like rub off something, right? Our dead skin falls off anyways, but I mean, it actually, with a little bit of pressure on that washcloth, you're going to get a little bit more. Okay. Depending on the skin type, would I use it or would I use it? I don't know. It would depend on the skin type again. Okay.
Right. Okay. But, thank you. I'm sorry. I didn't.
No, it's okay. What I wanted to make sure, the reason why I even discussed the washcloth is because I had a client, she was a little girl, her mom brought her in to get her eyebrows done, okay? And when we put the wax on her, she lifted her skin like she had used chemical peels or something on there, okay? Some type of exfoliation had been done on an 11-year-old. So it bothered me that I couldn't figure out what it was. And it kind of came back to me asking her questions. I'm like, did your mom clean your face before you came here? And the little girl said, yes, she took a washcloth to her face. And you know, as a mom, you've done it before, you've taken tissue, wiped it, and just really rubbed on something. And so when we went to put the wax on, it took that top layer of skin. So I do like to make sure that there's a reference to it, okay? Because if somebody gets a burn from that, I question what was on the skin prior to it. Okay, that's why I wanted to cover it.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. You're welcome. Okay. So, okay, here's the Microdermabrasion Machine. Okay, and all three of these are going to be your blocks on page 191. So it's used to achieve a light resurfacing of the epidermis. It consists of a generator with 2 glass containers on either the front or the side. Okay, the degree of exfoliation depends on the level of crystal spray, the degree of suction, and the number and speed of passes over the skin. What that basically means is if you've done a full pass, it would be vertical and horizontal. That's 1 pass over the entire face, okay? It's recommended for fine lines and wrinkles, hyperpigmentation, and scarring. Okay, so this is basically, you're going to put all 3 of those on the first, it looks like the first block. So it's used to achieve that light resurfacing, okay? And then take the second one, consists of a generator with, a generator with 2 glass containers on either side. And then I'm going to turn the page to get the rest of that information because your last one is basically going to give you recommendation. This is microdermabrasion is a very aggressive exfoliating procedure. Advanced training is necessary before operating any microdermabrasion equipment. Okay, the microdermabrasion machine you see right in front of you, okay, is usually used with a physician, okay? We are now using, it's a handheld unit. There is no glass on the side of it. The actual exfoliation comes from the tip of the wand, okay? So you don't have to worry about the crystals going through there and making sure it doesn't get in someone's eye. The actual crystal would be in the tip of the microdermabrasion machine. Okay, we just have different sizes and we can apply it to the tip and they work pretty well. But again, it's mechanical. Basically, it's getting around that skin and trying to pull off that dead skin. The reason why we do this is as we age, our skin doesn't slough off by itself as well as it used to. When you're younger, in your 30s and younger, it usually takes 25 to 28 days to slough off that top layer of skin. Okay, that's with nothing. Okay, and as we get older, it takes longer for that skin to actually come off. So me being in my 60s, okay, it takes almost 90 days, okay, to have my skin do what your skin does in 25. So we came up with different types of equipment and chemicals to actually make our skin remove that dead skin from us. Because what happens is it actually gets stuck to the top layer of your skin with it's like a cement glue, okay, that our body produces. So it'll stay on there a little bit longer. And sometimes a washcloth's not going to get it off. And sometimes, you know, just doing a regular rotating brush won't even do it. So you have to go up to the next step in your exfoliation to find out if it's removing that dead skin. And the way you would know this is if you went to put your makeup on one day and you know it's brand new makeup and all of a sudden you've got this cakey look on your face, you know, when you're applying it, and you're like, oh, maybe I've got old makeup. Maybe you need to exfoliate your face. Okay, once you get the exfoliation off, like the dead skin off, you can put that makeup back on and it's going to look smooth instead of looking like it's caked on. Okay, so that's one way of noticing that you still have dead skin on your face. All right, let me see, have you gotten all of this, everyone here? Okay, I'm gonna just check this really quick and I'll bring it back if you need it. Yeah, okay, we're gonna go back to this one. So your last one, your last bullet, okay, on page 191, you're going to put in there recommended for fine lines and wrinkles. Okay, hyperpigmentation and scarring. Okay, so Jasmine, by the way, I'm going on my second week of the pen. Okay, I only did it once a week, so I'm going to see how it actually works. I give it a month, just like anything else. All right, does everyone have this? Okay. I'll flip that page. All right, and it goes down to additional treatment equipment. Okay, this is going to be, all right, electric masks. Okay, these are like mittens too. Okay, so what you're going to put in there under electric mask is that it produces a warm, moist heat at a comfortable temperature. Okay, it produces a warm, moist heat at a comfortable temperature. Okay, and sometimes what it's trying to do is soften up the skin just a little bit and get a little bit deeper in penetration of the product that you're using. So that's one of the other reasons why we use it. Okay, and they're usually left on for like 5 to 7 minutes. And then you can disinfect them. So what we've done in here, when we're doing someone's hand treatment, okay, we actually apply paraffin mask, we paint it onto the hand, we place it inside of a plastic baggie, twist the wrist where the plastic bag is so it'll tighten it, and slip the hand into the mittens, okay? And they can stay in there while your mask is being treated, okay, on the client's face. But it can be known as an electric mask, and I think I showed you the picture of the galvanic electric mask, remember, in class? Or you can use treatment mittens and booties. It's a paraffin heating unit that you see right next to it. It actually looks like a waxing pot, and they're a waxing heating unit. So that's your hair removal waxer on the screen. Another way of giving those heat treatments could be a hot towel cabinet and even part of a multi-function machine. So what I want you to put in there, okay, is just it produces a warm, moist heat at a comfortable temperature. Okay, and it's used to soften the skin and help with deeper penetration of products. You're also going to put in there, it's generally left on for 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, so it's basically talking about the mittens there. I'm going to check one thing right here because none of this goes into your book just yet. Check something here. Okay, it's going to go through each one, but in your study guide, it goes right into your contraindications. So an electric mask is applied over the face on top of either a pre-cut terry cloth or gauze sheet. It's going to produce that moist heat and soften the skin and help with that deep product penetration. It can liquefy grease deposits and moisturize that dry skin. You don't have to put any of that into your book, okay? You do have to put, however, the contraindications in there, okay? Contraindications are things that would make us not give that treatment to the client. So sensitive skin, you don't want to use it because the heat's going to irritate it. Acne, rosacea, and cuperose, which is the dilated capillaries. Okay, so just giving you a heads up. Okay, those that are new, tomorrow when you come in, if you just remind me that you want to see what that electric mask looks like, I will pull out the book so that my photograph book so that you can see it. We'd use it on one of our teachers here. And then I'm going to give you your break before we come back, okay? So I'm just gonna, once you finish the contraindications on here, we're gonna take a 10-minute break. And I will see you back at 10 after 11. Okay, everyone got this? I'm gonna go through here and give me thumbs up, so I'll be able to, there you go. All right, good. All right, go ahead and go on your break, you guys. And I'll see you back here in 10 minutes. A little over 10 minutes, like 12 minutes. All right, thank you guys. Hi, Avery. Did you get my text?
Yeah, it actually just went through right now.
Okay, can you guys see them clearly?
The picture? Yeah, it looks like it's pretty clear on my phone.
Okay, I just want to make sure everybody got it. Okay.
Yeah, I got all your text messages, I think.
Okay.
Oh, I used that calming botanical on my chin, and it helped so much because I don't know what happened, but I woke up like 3 days ago. It had the worst hormonal breakout on my chin. It was like 4 of them like clustered, and it hurt, you know, but so you can't like pop them because they're so deep. And today, after using the calming stuff, what?
I said the high frequency will kill the bacteria in there, and then the calming will actually soothe it.
See, I didn't use the high frequency because I didn't want to take out all my piercings.
Oh.
Yeah. So I didn't use the machine, but I just used like the calming botanical and just like really limited my skincare because, you know, the over exfoliating was like making it worse. Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking, but the calming stuff just helped it so much. Like I woke up this morning and my whole chin just feels like back to normal.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I appreciate your help.
Okay, no problem. All right, we'll wait for the last couple students to come back in here. Okay, and I just want to make sure that everyone got my message, my text messages just now. Okay, so let me know if you got the message where it tells you what your homework is going to be today. Okay, I went over, there's like a learning connection, which I took out of the study guide. All right, you're just going to fill in the blanks. Okay, like number 1, it says the piece of skin analysis equipment that allows things to be seen on the surface of the skin that would otherwise be invisible to the naked eye is going to be, and you're going to write in there, the magnifying lamp. Okay, so that's all I'm asking you to do. Take a picture of it once you've completed it and then send it to me in a text.
If I don't have the book, should I just write the whole sentence out?
No, because you wouldn't be able to answer them, I don't think, if you don't have your book. You don't have your books yet at all? Downloaded?
Oh yeah, I do. Never mind.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you should be able to at least do this page, okay? All you're going to do is go find the equipment part of the textbook, and it'll actually help you fill in those, okay?
I thought this was like the workbook.
It is the workbook.
Oh.
This is a part of the workbook. Okay. Sometimes, I don't know why, but I've asked before, like if they had these learning connections in the book, and everyone says no. Some of them say yes, some of them say no. If they have the actual textbook, it says yes. But if they don't have the textbook and they're using the ebook, they don't come up sometimes. That's why I asked. Okay.
Well, thanks for sending it.
I'm sorry, what? I'll wait until everyone stops talking so I can hear her.
I just said thank you for sending a pic.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I just couldn't hear because somebody else was talking. Okay, so we are going to go through test questions, okay, when I finish up the rest of this last page and a half here. All right, so that will help you with a study guide, okay? And I'll explain that when we get to that point, okay? I probably have to give you something else to look at, Destiny, okay? And the same thing with my other new student. Adriana, where are you? Are you back from break yet?
Yeah, I've been back.
Okay, so when I dismiss the class, I'd like my new ones, my last 2 new ones, okay, just to stay online, all right? Let me ask you, Raquel, did you start this chapter with us at the beginning?
Which chapter?
Chapter 6.
Yes, I started. I believe, yeah.
From the beginning, right? Because you were one of the few that ever does that. Okay, so the 2 people that did not start this chapter with us, I'm going to have them stay after class, okay? All right. Let's go back to what we're looking at on page 192. Let me get and share the screen with you, okay? This is going to go into like your treatment, mittens and booties on the next page. Okay, you should be able to see what I see. You see the additional treatment equipment. All right, so these are electrically heated, obviously. They slip onto the hands and feet. They do not go in barehanded, okay? So you actually have to have a plastic bag over the hands before you insert them into those. All right, it says has disposable plastic liners and it allows for deeper penetration of the products. What I want you to put in those 3 boxes, okay? The first one is electronically heated and slipped onto the hands and feet. Okay, and you're going to also include in that first block allows deeper penetration of product. So don't put in disposable liners just yet, okay? So 1, 2, and 4, you're going to put in the first block. And your second block is going to have that slipped onto the hands and feet, but you're going to also add to it for infection control purposes. Okay. Your second block should say, has disposable plastic liners used for infection control purposes. And I kind of shy away, you may not want to do this, but we kind of shy away from the booties, I guess, for our clients, because we're not really cleaning their feet. And I don't want to do it if their feet aren't clean. You know what I mean? So even if they take their socks off, they've been walking around in their feet. I don't want to do it. Their hands, I don't see any reason why you couldn't take a steam towel and wipe their hands off just to make sure, and then do the treatment on the hands. But the feet, not here at school. Okay, they can get a pedicure and have it done out there, but not from the estheticians, okay? All right, has everyone gotten this onto the screen? Okay, your last block on there, you're going to write, the outer cover is waterproof and can be cleaned with a disinfectant spray. So the outer cover is waterproof and can be cleaned easily with a spray disinfectant. There you go. Then give me a hands up when you've gotten this screen filled in. Thank you.
What was the rest of the part where you said has disposable plastic liners used for
infection control purposes?
Thank you.
Because you don't, like I said, you don't want to put their hands in there with wax on them unless there's a plastic baggie over them. So that's where the liners come in. And literally when you remove the actual mittens, you can take the plastic bag and just pull the paraffin off their hands at that time. And so the paraffin stays in the baggie and the baggie gets thrown into the garbage. Okay, now I'm gonna change the screen here. You should go into the paraffin heating unit, okay? So this is the actual wax you would apply before you put mittens or booties on, okay? So it's an electric container that melts blocks of paraffin wax used in face, hand, foot, and body treatments. They're moisturizing and relaxing and can be effective for dry skin. And it also increases the rate of penetration of products as it warms the skin. What they mean by that, sometimes you can apply a treatment like a serum on it and then apply the paraffin on top of it so it will push that product deeper in there. But what I want you to write in your blocks, okay, the very first one where it says electric container, okay, you're gonna fill that entire thing in. Container that melts blocks of paraffin wax used in the face, hand, foot, and body, that's number 1. Your second block is gonna be the moisturizing and relaxing one. And the third block is gonna be increasing the rate of penetration of products. So all 3 of those go into your blocks. So like there's 2 ways of using this when we do it onto the face, okay? You can use a serum first and apply the paraffin directly, paint it directly onto the skin, okay? And usually when it's done in that method, you wanna build up the wax onto the face about 1/16 to 1/8, I guess, of an inch thick. And what you can do is take spatulas, you know, your little wooden sticks, and pop the corners like the forehead and down by the neck, and it can pull off in one piece. Now that's one way of doing it, but we really don't use that method here at school because it's kind of expensive. That's a lot of wax to use. However, the method that we use here, we apply our serum. If we decide to use a serum, we're going to lay a gauze mask over the client's face, cutting out the eyes, nose, and mouth. And then you're going to paint on top of the gauze. And the reason for this is that when you're finished applying that coat, all right, you can literally roll that gauze up from the neck and remove all the paraffin in one piece so it's not breaking off in pieces. Okay, so that's another way of doing it. So it kind of keeps, the gauze kind of keeps the wax from breaking into a million pieces and it's all over the place because it can get kind of messy when you remove it. And also remember, I told you that was the hardest thing to do, is to clean up on the bristles of the brushes when you use them, because you have to take it outside after you've gotten the wax off of it and then just keep brushing the bristles, like flicking them back and forth to get all the little wax off the individual bristles, or you can throw them away. On the other hand, I choose to buy some cheap brushes at the dollar store, buy a bag of them, and then just use them and throw them away. But I will show you how to clean them. All right, has everyone gotten this off the front? Okay, I'm gonna move down and we're gonna go into the wax heating unit. Okay, this is for our wax hair removal. Okay, and you have 3 blocks on here, but you have 2 in your book. So in the first block, you're going to put in there specially designed heating containers, melt wax for hair removal purposes. That's your first block. The second block is going to be the temperature control by the esthetician. Okay. So 1 and 2 goes in the first box, and the third one goes into the second box. When you have that, let me know so I can go ahead and give the hands up. That way I can move the page. Okay. Anyone still need it? All right. Going to move down to the hot towel cabinet. Okay. All right. So 1, 2, and 3 is also going to be what you see on the screen. It's a heated cabinet with a controllable temperature. Okay, it keeps the supply of warm, moist towels used to remove products from the skin during a face and body treatment, and should be disinfected each day. Normally what we do when we're using this is you can open up the unit, remove the rack that's in there that holds those towels, and spray the inside with the disinfectant and let it dry. Okay, that's how we would use it. If you don't have a hot towel cabinet and you want to give nice warm steam towels, okay, you can always use a crock pot when you first start out. No one's going to know any different. Okay, you can also use I guess it was like a double broiler, like the roasting pans, okay, where you have water on the bottom and then there's a tray that sits on top of it, and you can put those towels on that tray, and with the water coming from underneath it, it will steam and keep those towels nice and warm for you. So there are ways to get around, you know, without having to buy expensive equipment when you first start out. As long as you have a bed, a chair, and a steamer, and a light, you're gonna be pretty good. All right. So give me thumbs up when you get this part in, because we're just going to cover that multifunction machine. Okay, now I know everyone that does have their ebook or their book, okay, does have a section right below that multifunction that says infection control and safety, right? Is there one person in here that does not have it? Just speak up, okay? All right. So it actually is at the bottom of this page and at the top of the next page, correct? All right. So what I'm going to ask you to do in your homework today too is to fill in the infection control and safety areas, okay? Also, so I will send that little note through the text message too, that you can fill that in, okay? You're going to be doing that on your own as far as homework. Okay. All right. So let's go to the last piece of equipment here. Okay. And this is going to be the multifunction. Okay. This is 1 unit. Okay. So there are 2 blocks there. And what I want you to write on the first one is this. It's designed to feature a combination of different electrical units. Okay. And you can write including the mag light, but you don't have to write all of that. Okay. Right, so it's designed to feature a combination of different electrical units in one piece, basically, okay? So I have one unit right there, and I have all of these different machines that I can use on that unit. But can you see that none of that is separable, right? All those units are all on one unit. So if I needed to use something and something broke, I'd have to send that whole unit in and I would be without the rest of my equipment. Okay. The second one in there is the very last one where it says space saving its most commonly used machine. So basically it's telling you it saves space in a treatment room, but that's not really true because like I said, I've had portable units that I can set underneath my cabinet. Because if I have a little cabinet or my trolley that I'll put my product on while I'm doing a treatment, I have cabinet below, I can put my product like my cleansers and stuff on the top shelf, and on the bottom shelf, there's enough room to put my high frequency, my galvanic, okay, even an electric brush. All right, so sometimes the portable units aren't such a bad thing. They're a lot cheaper sometimes if you're, looking for one. What I would invest in more than anything is a good bed. Okay, if you're going to be in this industry, get a hydraulic bed. Because let me tell you, if you're going to be doing leg waxing or anything like that, it's going to help you immensely. Your lower back's going to say thank you. All right. So I will send another text message for you to complete infection control and safety at the bottom of 192 and the top of 193, right? And then you're going to do that learning connection. All right. If you will take out a piece of paper so that I can go through these test questions with you. All right. What I normally do to my new students is that I will read the question and you will write the answer down. Okay. As far as making a study guide for yourself, I would take the answer that I gave you and make it like a definition or something. Okay. And then you'll be able to know what that definition means or how the question should be written. Okay. Because I don't want you to write down the question. I just want you to write down the answer. Okay. Now, some of these questions won't make a little bit of sense here. The ones that are for except or nevers or nots, those you won't be able to write that question the way you need to use as a study guide. So instead, I'll give you a different way of actually putting that one down. Okay. So has everybody got paper so they can write this? Okay. Give a thumbs up when you have your paper and you're ready to go through your chest questions. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so number one, okay, what is the form of energy that produces light, heat, magnetic, and chemical changes? So your answer is going to be electricity. So you're going to write one is electricity. So by doing a study guide, you just have to give the definition of that. Do you see what I'm talking about? Okay, number two, a constant current in which electrons move at an even rate and flow in only one direction is identified as direct current. So number two is direct current. Number three, of the following terms, which indicates the number of cycles per second that a generator alternates current. This is known as Hertz Rating, okay? H-E-R-T-Z rating.
Can you say the question twice so I can write my definition?
Okay, all I want you to write is the answer though, hon.
Yeah.
You go back to your book to get the definition of it if you want to.
Okay.
Okay, that's how I want you to do this because I really do need people to go through the book. A lot of people are not going through the book or reading the chapter. So this actually helps when you have to go search for it. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? What you'll have to do is just put in chapter 6 in your search engine to be able to bring up that part of the textbook. Okay. All right. Okay. Number 4 is a not question. So put a little not next to it. Okay. Or a little star next to it. And the question reads, which of the following materials does not transport electricity easily? The answer is plastic. So you just put plastic doesn't transport electricity. That's what you write on that one so that you'll know what that question has to be about, okay? Plastic does not transport electricity. Does that help you, Destiny, on that one? It does work when I go through them and give you the word and you have fill in the definition of that, okay? Okay. Number 5, this is also a not question. A material that does not allow a current to pass through it is known as an insulator, okay? So an insulator, an insulator does not allow the current to pass through. There's one that's given it, almost the definition right there. Okay, it stops that current. Does that help you on that one? Destiny, okay, I wasn't sure. Okay, 6, which of the following measurements is a unit of electrical strength? It's going to be an amp, AMP. Okay, 7, which of the following terms is a unit of electrical pressure? Volt, V-O-L-T, volt. 8, a unit of electric resistance is known as a ohm, O-H-M. 9, of the following units, which measures how much energy is being used? Okay, you're going to write watt, W-A-T-T. 10, which of the following is a path on which electricity leaves the source and travels to an appliance in order to provide power? This is known as a closed path. Okay, closed path. Okay. 11, when a closed path is broken, it is called an open circuit. 12, which of the following is the technical term for any appliance that requires electricity in order to work? It's known as a load, L-O-A-D. Okay, our next question, number 13, is going to be a never question, so put a little mark next to that one. In the event that a fire results from an overload, the esthetician should never extinguish the fire with water. So never put out a fire with water. You can put that down for your answer. Never put out a fire with water, an electrical fire, let's put it that way. Destiny, at the beginning of the chapter, they also do definitions for their key terms, so they can always fall back on those for their definitions again, okay? This is a little different. I'll explain when everyone leaves, okay? For your homework. Okay. All right. 14, what safety device prevents electrical wires from overheating? This is known as a fuse, F-U-S-E. Okay, 15, which of the following safety devices breaks the flow of current when an overload occurs? This is a circuit breaker, circuit breaker. (16) Which type of shock passes through a small part of the body and can cause burns and muscle contractions? This is known as a local, a local shock. Local shock. 17, which type of shock passes through the nervous system, causing the heart to stop and breathing to cease and the muscles to convulse? This is known as a general shock. General shock. Okay, 18, what treatment to the skin consists of the application of electric currents? Okay, electrotherapy is that answer, electrotherapy. Okay, 19, what is another name that represents electric current? Modality, M-O-D-A-L-I-T-Y. Okay, M-O-D-A-L-I-T-Y. Okay. 20. Okay. What is the skincare machine called that features a combination of different electrical units into one piece of equipment? It's known as the multifunction machine. Multifunction machine. 21. Which of the following attachments and speed settings would be used on a client with dry, sensitive skin during an exfoliation? So you're going to write in there, dry, sensitive skin is your answer. Soft brush, slow speed. Okay, it's a long one. Dry skin, soft brush, slow speed. The exfoliation machine used to achieve a light resurfacing of the epidermis is known as the Microdermabrasion Machine. Okay, Microdermabrasion. Okay, 24. This is an accept question. Okay, so write in that. The benefits of using an electric mask include all of the following except, okay, electric mask doesn't cool the skin. The answer is cool the skin. So electric mask doesn't cool the skin. Okay, 25. Which of the following items identifies skincare equipment that's electrically heated and slipped onto the hands and feet to help a product penetrate deeper into the skin? It's known as treatment, mittens, and booties. Okay, the treatment, mittens, and booties. Treatment, mittens, and booties.
Miss Janie, I think I missed one. What was 22 microdermabrasion?
Yeah, no, I thought 22 was dry skin, soft brush, and slow speed.
What was 21?
This 24.
Oh, 21.
That was 21?
No,
Okay.
now
Okay,
24, not 25.
Hold on. Okay. 20 was the, let me see.
Multifunction.
It had the modality one, right? I thought that one was.
Modality was
19.
19, okay. 19, so then yes, 20 was going to be the multifunction machine. Okay, so I'm off a number, okay. 20, and then 21 would be the soft brush, right?
Yeah.
22 would be the microdermabrasion, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 23 was the cooling of the skin, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 24 is going to be your treatment, mittens, and booties. You weren't off, I was off.
Yeah. What 24, okay. Ms. Jenny?
24 was treatment, mittens, and booties.
Okay.
What was 22?
22 was the microdermabrasion machine. Did we get them? So starting at that
25.
Okay, so you have multifunction machine on 20, correct? Everyone? Are we all good on that? Okay. Yes. All right, then 21 was the dry skin, soft brush, slow speed. Yeah. 22 was microdermabrasion machine. Okay, 23 was cooling the skin, right?
Yes.
24, treatment, mittens, and booties. 25 we're on, okay?
Okay.
Electric containers that melt blocks of paraffin wax for use in face, hand, foot, and body treatments is known as a paraffin heating unit. A paraffin heating unit. Okay. 26, specially designed heating containers that melt wax for hair removal procedures are known as wax heating units. Wax heating units. Okay, 27. Which of the following? Okay, which of the following allows warm, moist towels to be available for removing product from the skin during a face and body treatment? It's known as a hot towel cabinet. Hot towel cabinet. Ready for 27, right? Okay. A form of,
that's 28.
28, okay. Let me hold on here. Yeah, you're right, 28. Okay, just want to change my page. All right, 28. A form of thermal energy in which the transfer of heat is via liquid or gas is called convection. Convection. C-O-N-V-E-C-T-I-O-N. Okay. 29. What is the term given to describe the effect created when current travels through a water-based solution and onto the body? It's known as an electrochemical effect. Okay, electrochemical effect. Oops, sorry. I don't know what happened there. I just need you. There we go. Okay. 30. Okay, which of the, this is a not question, okay? Which of the following electrodes is not used for promoting or increasing product penetration? A comb is not used for product penetration, okay? A comb is not used for product penetration. If you're using your high frequency, that's the comb they're referring to.
Miss Jenny?
Uh-huh.
Can you repeat number 3, please, and number 28? Thank you.
Okay, can you wait until we get to the end so we get all of these, and then I'll go back to you, okay?
Oh, you're not done? Okay.
We're not done, no.
Okay.
All right, I will though, okay?
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Okay, 31. Which of the following pieces of skincare equipment is more expensive, an elaborate magnifying mirror that incorporates a black light and allows the client to see their reflection? This is known as a dermoscope, okay? Dermoscope. Also known as that skin scanner, remember? Okay. 32. A device also known as a vaporizer is known as a facial steamer. Facial steamer. Okay. 33. Of the following machines, which acts like a miniature vacuum cleaner to help clean deep pore cleansing? Suction machine. The suction machine. All right, 34. An automated spraying device which can help achieve a more thorough cleansing or toning after extraction or suction is called the spray machine. The spray machine. Okay. 35. A unique atomizer that allows for the application of various herbs, extracts, or astringents is known as the electric pulverizer. Okay, electric pulverizer. And pulverizer is spelled P-U-L-V-E-R-I-Z-E-R. Okay. 36. A negatively charged electrode is called a cathode. C-A-T-H-O-D-E. 37. Which type of alternating current can be adjusted to different voltages to produce heat? High frequency current. Okay. High frequency current. Okay. 38. The narrow space between the electrode and skin used to provide germicidal, healing, and drying effects during a high frequency treatment is called a spark gap. Spark gap. What the 10? Okay, I'll look, but I'm pretty sure I gave it to you, but I'll look. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. 39. Which of the following is an alternating current that when interrupted produces a mechanical non-chemical reaction? This is known as sporadic current. F-A-R-A-D-I-C, sporadic current. Okay. 40, an alternating current that produces a mechanical effect and causes muscle contractions is known as sinusoidal current. S-I-N-U-S-O-I-D-A-L, sinusoidal. Okay. 41 is an accept question, okay? All of the following are contraindications or conditions that suggest it's inadvisable to perform a procedure in a skincare center, except the answer is going to be low blood pressure is not a contraindication, okay? Low blood pressure is not a contraindication. Okay. 42. The portion of the electromagnetic spectrum humans can see is called visible light. Visible light. Okay. 43. Which of the following lights creates the closest substitute for natural sunlight? This is known as incandescent light. It's I-N-C-A-N-D-E-S-C-E-N-T. Okay. Incandescent light. Which of the following terms identifies a positively charged electrode? Anode, A-N-O-D-E. 45, a type of phoresis process that allows an alkaline solution to enter the skin when it's assisted by the galvanic current and the negative pole of an electrode is called anaphoresis. A-N-A-P-H-O-R-E-S-I-S. 46. Which of the following is a treatment in which the deeper layers of the epidermis are built up and nourished? It's known as iontophoresis. I-O-N-T-O-P-H-O-R-E-S-I-S. 47 is an accept question. Okay, all of the following treatments involve the use of galvanic current except. The answer is violet ray. Violet ray. (48) The only constant direct current of low voltage and high amperage that produces an electrochemical effect is identified as galvanic current. Okay. Galvanic current. You ready for 49? This is kind of a long one, all right? Because it's an accept question. It said guidelines that should be used for making sure electrical equipment is maintained safely and in the most sanitary manner possible are represented by all of the following statements except, okay? And the answer is going to be wipe down the facial bed. Okay, wipe down the facial bed with soap and water at the end of the day. Okay, wipe down facial bed with soap and water at the end of the day. Okay, and you can write that it's not true. Okay, wipe down facial bed with soap and water at the end of the day is not true. Okay, so when do we actually do the wipe down of the bed? Before and after a treatment, right? On a client. You ready for your last one? Okay, it's also a not question. Okay, number 50 is not a not. Which of the steps listed below will not help keep the tube on the spray machine free of debris? Okay, and your answer is going to be remove the plastic tube. Okay, remove the plastic tube from the large beaker and turn off the machine. So remove the plastic tube from the large beaker and turn off the machine. Okay. Anyone need that one repeated again? Remove the plastic tube from the large beaker, turning off the machine. Okay. Yusra, you said number 3, you needed repeated? Please. Okay, of the following terms, which indicates the number of cycles per second that a generator alternates current. It's known as Hertz Rating, H-E-R-T-Z, R-A-T-I-N-G. Okay, what's the other one?
28, please.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Okay, a form of thermal energy in which the transfer of heat is via liquid or gas is called convection. C-O-N-V-E-C.
That's it. Thank you.
T-I-O-N.
Thank you.
Anyone else need anything repeated?
Yes, 21.
21? Okay, hold on a second. Okay. Which of the following attachments and speed settings would be used on a client with dry, sensitive skin during exfoliation? And so your answer is going to be dry skin, soft brush, slow speed. Okay, dry skin, soft brush, slow speed.
25.
Electric containers that melt blocks of paraffin wax for use in face, hand, foot, and body treatments are called paraffin heating units. It's P-A-R-A-F-F-I-N heating units.
And 43, please.
Which of the following lights creates the closest substitute for natural sunlight? And it's incandescent lighting. It's I-N-C-A-N-D-E-S-C-E-N-T.
Can you repeat number 47, please?
Okay, all of the, this is an accept question. All of the following treatments involve the use of galvanic current except the violet ray. Okay. Jasmine, you have your hand up.
Can you repeat 40?
Who else is talking at the same time? I got you 40, but what else? Did somebody else ask a question too? Okay, let me get to 40 then. Okay, an alternating current that produces a mechanical effect and causes muscle contractions is known as sinusoidal current. S-I-N-U-S-O-I-D-A-L.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else? No? Okay. So I'm going to let the rest of my class leave for the day. You've done your 2 hours with me. Okay. So you're going to make like a study guide so you can study those, basically taking those answers and writing their definitions so you can study. Once you've done that, then you take a picture of that and send it to me, okay, as your homework. Okay.
Is there a minimum or maximum?
What?
Is there a minimum or maximum how long you want our study guide to be?
No, just each one of the answers should have, like, except for your nots and excepts, you know what I mean? All the other ones, when there's an exact word for you to give a definition, you write out the definition for it, okay? I don't expect, you can write like skip because it's a not or an except question, okay? On that number, all right? So just skip that one and then go to the next one so that you actually have the vocab ready. Okay, it's basically asking you to rewrite your vocab, but it wants you to do it in order, okay, for you to study from.
Okay.
Okay, any questions so far on your homework? Okay, so I'm gonna let the rest of you go, and my 2 new ones, please stay online. Okay, and I'll see you guys tomorrow when you come in. Bye. Study for that test because that's tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Miss Jenny?
Yes, hon.
I am okay. It's okay for me, but make my study joint for yourself. It's like
that's what I mean. You're doing the definitions of those answers that I gave you. Okay, that's what you're going to be doing.
That's it.
That's going to be what you study from. Okay.
Oh.
That's your study guide. You're making one for yourself. Okay.
Okay. Thank
you. Just have to give the definition of those answers. The ones that are except or not questions, you can't do those. But the ones where I say, you know, amp or volt, you know what I mean? All of those where the single word, you're going to have to give the definition of it. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Adrienne, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. I need to see your face when you're in class. Okay. The entire time. All right. Can you hear me, hon? There you go.
Yeah, so I don't know if you want to see my ugly face, but here it goes.
It doesn't matter. You're a beautiful face, okay?
Oh,
so I just want to remind you that.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
You have a lovely face also.
Yeah, old, but it's there. Thank you.
But guess what? You have good skin. That skin is snatched. I see.
Well, thank you very much. What I'm going to have you girls do just for this particular test, okay, and homework, all right? I would like you to read our next chapter, which is chapter 8, okay? And then when you get in here tomorrow, I will give you a handout so that will help you when we get to next week's theory, which is going to be on chapter 8, okay? So
okay, that's cool.
Okay, that's only for you two today, because next week you'll have to follow with us. But today I just want you to read chapter 8, okay? And if you will log your time for me, okay, like the time you started and then the time that you finished to make up that 4 hours, okay? That's all you have to do.
Wait, okay. So you don't want us to do the other homework?
You don't have to do the other homework because you're not going to be taking this test, hon, okay? I don't want to put you through that. I just had to give you something yesterday to do. You know what I mean? So yesterday's over with, all right? Today, what I just want you to do is to read and to clock your time for 4 hours so I can give you your 6 hours.
Okay, do we need to take the test too and like answer questions?
No. You're going to be taking the test next time. Like it's probably going to be your last test that you take with me. Okay, chapter 6, all right? So you're just a little bit ahead of it, but not much. Okay, all right. Are you good with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, I'll see both of you tomorrow then, okay? At the back door with your masks and everything. All right, see See you tomorrow then.
Bye.
Bye-bye, hon. Oh, did you?
What time tomorrow?
8 o'clock, you have to be here, okay?
Okay.
All right. I'll see you tomorrow then.
See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye, you guys.
Bye.